What's going on, guys? So today we're having an interesting discussion on why I collect stuff. So I had a comment that I read a few minutes ago and I replied to the comment, but I figured this is a good subject for a video. So here we are making a video. Well, you're watching it, I'm making it. So, I mean, the simple answer, why I collect stuff, well, it's fun. That's the simple answer. I think that's the answer most people would say. If you say, well, why do you have this hobby? Well, it's fun. It brings me joy. I'm happy doing it. I look forward to things. But there is a more complex answer. There's actually some practical reasons why I collect stuff, and that's what I'm going to go over in this video. But the overall theme is it's fun. If you really think about what you need to do in life and what you want to do in life, they're very different things. Things we actually need to do. Something everyone does because they will die if they don't. You have to sleep, otherwise you will die. You have to eat, otherwise you will die. You have to drink water in some form. Even if you're not actually drinking water, you're absorbing water through other drinks. You have to do that, otherwise you'll die. And you have to go to the bathroom, clearly, otherwise you'll die. Pretty much everything else is a choice. Now, most people would argue working's not a choice. Most people have to work in order to get money to buy the food that they need and, you know, the shelter they need to stay alive. But most of what we do in life is choice. It's fun. It's entertaining. They are life distractions, I call them. It really just boils down to a different form of entertainment. You know, some people watch movies for entertainment, some people collect things for entertainment. You know what I mean? There's a variety of different things you could do to spend your free time. And collecting stuff is just really fun for a lot of people. It gives you something to look forward to. Oftentimes it's very joyful. You know, there's not a lot of negativity in collecting stuff. You know, you are able to spend a lot of time researching things. Sometimes you learn about things. These are all reasons why people collect things and have hobbies. Now for me, I collect all kinds of things. I have a little representation here on the table for you to stare at instead of my face while I'm making this video. Knives. Knives are a great collectible. Obviously you guys know I'm very much into collecting knives. This one is a brother knife. Shout out to my buddy Corey for turning me on to brother. You will definitely see a review on this one. Zippos, lighter collecting, that's another hobby of mine. Guns. Also another hobby of mine. Unfortunately, I can't share them as often on YouTube just because of their policy changes. I'm not even sure if you guys ever even saw this one. I have all kinds of guns you guys never saw. This is a Ruger Vaquero, which is very, very cool. This is in 357 Magnum. As you can see, it is currently unloaded for the video, but a super, super fun gun. And I collect them. I collect guns. I shoot for fun. You know, I collect lighters. I do lighter tricks for fun. I collect knives. I use them for fun. But these are also tools. These three collectibles are very usable tools. I tend to like things and collect things that I can actually use. You know, some people like collecting stamps, but if you have a $5,000 stamp, you're probably not going to stick it on your monthly rent bill and ship it off to your landlord. You know, you're probably not going to take your painting, you know, that you spent $30,000 on and, you know, use it as a placemat, you know. So there's some collectibles that you just enjoy looking at and other collectibles you actually use. So collecting tools has always been a fascination of mine because they're fun to collect even if you never use them. However, you always can use them. There's a very effective tool, there's a very effective tool, and a very effective tool. These two tools are one of man's oldest, fire and something sharp. We are all here together today looking at this video. You're watching the video. Thank you very much. I'm making it. But we're here because man discovered fire and they discovered knives or some form of cutting edge, right? So that they can actually, you know, catch and process food. So, you know, these are fascinations of mine. But getting past the they're fun, because that's the big excuse, right? It's fun. That's why I collect stuff, right? What are the practical reasons? Well, for me, I make YouTube videos. So having a library of things that I can use to trade is a very practical reason for collecting. If I didn't have a collection of stuff, I wouldn't have anything to offer to trade. Therefore, I wouldn't be able to continuously make videos every single day on fun, interesting tools like you're looking at here. So trading is a big part of my life. Now, many people don't have that in their life. There's plenty of people who trade, but on the grand scheme of, you know, civilization, no, not a lot of people are trading constantly. But that's a big part for me, right? Number two would have to be as an investment slash savings. So even though I need to use these tools, you know, for trading and stuff, God forbid, something happens, I have some sort of assets. I can sell these fun things that I collect to pay a bill that's important. That's important for me. Deep down, I want to have some kind of financial security. Having collectibles is financial security, at least in the short term. If there was some kind of financial catastrophe, something happens with the car, or just something big happens in my life where I have to come up with a bunch of money quick, well, that's one way to do it. Sell all my fun stuff. It's a sacrifice, but it's one I'm willing to make for the greater good. So having them as, an investment, sometimes they retain their value very well. Sometimes they actually go up in value. That's another reason people collect things, whether it's coins or stamps or art or knives or guns or whatever. You get certain versions of those things and they could grow in value. Although I don't recommend, these as investment platforms. I mean, there's better ways to invest your money where you can make more money, pretty consistently, whereas sometimes it's a stab in the dark with knives, no pun intended, but some knives, do very good and really go up in value, and other ones people don't care about. So you have to know a little bit about it to figure out which ones may go up. Guns are a pretty safe bet. Guns almost always retain their value or go up. It really depends on which ones. If you're getting super, super cheap guns, probably not. But if you're getting a quality gun, they usually go up in value with time. Zippos, it's a very affordable hobby. There are Zippos that are worth hundreds of dollars, and there's Zippos that are worth thousands of dollars. However, those are very few and far, so I wouldn't say that Zippos are an investment so much as they are just a nice hobby, an enjoyable hobby. But yeah, there's all different reasons why you might collect stuff, but those are basically my three big reasons. It's fun, it's a great distraction, it's something to look forward to always. That's number one. Number two is it gives me a library of stuff to continuously trade. So when I want something new, I don't have to come up with hundreds of dollars for it. All I have to find is the 10 bucks to be able to ship it to someone. All right, so that's huge for me. And number three, of course, is the forced savings. So even if I have no money in my bank account, if something bad happens, I need to come up with money, I can sell my fun stuff, my collectibles, in exchange for money, which I can use for something else if need be. Now, of course, there's other reasons why you might collect stuff. Some people just like to brag. I don't think that's necessarily good, because all bragging is making other people jealous of what you have, and that's not a good positive thing. When you're in a hobby, sharing things, like what I do, I really get a lot of enjoyment of sharing my stuff with everyone. Some people might see it as bragging, but it's not. If I turn this camera on and I show you a $1,000 knife, that's not me bragging. That's me sharing information. I haven't actually bragged about anything probably since high school. It's something you kind of get over when you get older. Well, I should say some people. There's definitely adults that like to brag and like to show off. I think there's something natural in showing off, having a cool car. Why do you have a cool car? Yeah, maybe you like the performance, but you also, deep down somewhere, you want people to go, oh, cool, you have something cool. It's kind of natural. It's not good. It is negative. It is like kind of sinful, but it is there. All right, it's the elephant in the room. People like to show off stuff, whether you got the big house or the big car. Generally speaking, when you have really nice things, you don't just, keep them from people. You like to show them off. Some people are very modest and they just like to use their nice stuff. People appreciate high quality items. I feel the same way. If you have a $200,000 car, it's probably a decent quality car. You know what I mean? It has performance that other people don't experience, and that's why you spend all that money on it. But there is some form of bragging or showing off within every hobby. Some people have beautiful, wonderful collections because they have a bunch of money to spend on it, and other people have beautiful, wonderful collections because they have a passion for it. There's rich people and poor people in every hobby, and you should never, ever be jealous of what other people have, because whatever they have, someone else has more and someone else has less, no matter what you're looking at. When I see really beautiful $2,000 and $3,000 knives, I think, wow, that's wonderful. I wish I had that. Everyone thinks that, right? But I don't get jealous of people, and you should never be jealous of anyone else. Anyway, just want to share this video, tell everyone the reasons why I collect stuff. I would love to hear yours. There are lots of reasons out there. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.